What's going on, guys? I'm here from the channel of Geeked Out, and today is my new console killer build. This is an updated build from the last build which I'd done, and this is just to go overall with the parts I had actually chosen. So a shout out to the Tech Lemon, remember to check him out. He actually commented on my video and said there were some things we need upgrading, and I actually took that in consideration, so thanks a lot, Tech Lemon. And also now I've changed something, so I've got two PC part picker links in the description below. One's to the UK and one's to the US, so that pretty much sums it up. And this is a £350/$500 gaming PC build. Now this is a great gaming PC build. If you're not going to buy a console and you want to play on PC, this is a great build to have. So let's start with the processor. We've got the AMD Athlon 860K. This is a multi-core processor, a quad-core processor with true quad-core technology, meaning it has 4 physical cores. Yes, games do still take 2 cores, but future games will actually utilize 4 cores and even 6 cores, so this is a great processor to buy. And it also has a 3.7 GHz base clock, but we can overclock it since it's unlocked. Also, it features DDR3 1866 support. So if you're going to upgrade your memory, 1866 MHz is going to really be used in games. Still, we use 1600 MHz. People still get away with 1333, but that's okay, since 1600 MHz is where we should be. If you're going to upgrade to 1866, however, for editing uses and stuff, you know, it's supported since our processor takes it, so why not? This is a great processor, and it's also the best bang for the buck gaming CPU. For the motherboard, we're going to go for the MSI A68HMP33 motherboard. Now this is a micro ATX board, so it fits our case nicely, and it also features a PCIe 3.0 16X lane, which means our graphics card will provide more bandwidth instead of the PCIe 2.0 16X lanes. That does consider faster performance, but it's not much of a big difference, but it's a nice feature to have. Also, it features SATA 6 gigabits per second ports, so you know our hard drive does take 6 gigabit per second support, so definitely utilize that. We'll get extra performance from that. Nothing much to say about this motherboard. It has decent I/O, like 5.1 surround audio, so yeah, it's a pretty good motherboard to buy. For the memory, we're going to go for Crucial 8GB memory modules. This is a 1600 MHz single stick instead of dual channel memory, because that would have put a bigger cost on our price tag we've got, and it is DDR3, so that's pretty cool. It's unbuffered memory, nothing much to say. It's just a great memory module to buy, and it's made by Crucial, so it's a reputable brand. So yeah, it's a pretty cool memory module. For storage, we're going to go for the 1TB Seagate Barracuda drive. I love Seagate Barracuda drives. They're one of the best drives which I currently use. I currently use a 3TB Seagate Barracuda drive. I've used them all in the past. I've never had a problem with my drives. This is a 3.5-inch drive, and it features SATA 3 6 gigabit per second, so definitely supports our motherboard. It's also at 7,200 RPM, and it has a 64 MB cache with 8 millisecond response time. That's a pretty cool. That's just an amazing hard drive to buy. There's nothing much to say. It's a really cool hard drive to buy. For the graphics card, we're going to go for the MSI R9 285. This is a gaming card, and there is a choice between the R9 280 and the R9 285. The R9 285 does make the extra jump of having better performance since it features 1,792 streams. Also, the original clock speed of the graphics card is 918 MHz, but we can always overclock it to 973, so it's an unlocked graphics card. And it features the 28nm GCN architecture. Now if you own a Kepler based GPU or a Maxwell based GPU, so a 750 Ti or a 960, AMD's GCN architecture really is like where it should be. It's a sweet spot for gamers, and it's just a great graphics card. The GCN architecture itself is a great graphics card series. It's really competitive to the Maxwell and Kepler based GPUs. So if you're going to consider buying an AMD card, definitely look for the 28nm GCN architecture on your product description, because that really pushes the graphics card's limits. To house all these components, we're going to have the Zalman T4 gaming case. Now this features 2 3.5-inch internal drive bays and 3 2.5-inch drive support bays. It also features a micro ATX and ITX motherboard. So our motherboard is micro ATX, so that's pretty cool, and it fits in the case perfectly. So micro ATX is just a bit smaller than ATX, just keeps it small, and I personally find ATX a bit small. The smaller ATX cases are pretty small as well, and micro ATX is really small to me as well. But then we get ITX, which is tiny. So yeah, this is a great case. It's not like miniature, but it's just a small medium size. So definitely consider buying this case. To power this whole system, we're going to go for the EVGA or EVGA 500 watt 80 plus power supply. This is a great quality power supply and value power supply from EVGA. So it features all the connectors we need, including 2 6-pin plus 2 PCI connectors, so our graphics card gets enough power. And it's just a great, power supply to buy, especially if you're building on a budget. This EVGA 500 watt power supply or the 430 watt power supply is a great choice to have. So pretty much this build comes to £350 or $500, and it's just a great build to have. So if you're going to build a console killer, definitely suggest this one, or if you're going to have the advantages of an APU, and then obviously you can go for my older build. But this build is great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.